Hello, good morning. It is Monday morning. It's Monday the 6th of April, which means that is week 2 of the OWLs vlogs that I get to start. So I'm not gonna, it's so loud outside. I'm not gonna talk for too long, but my plans for today are to read a sizable chunk of The Hunger Games, which is my Care of Magical Creatures prompt. I'm only 70 pages into it so far, so I've got a lot to get reading. I might start it right now. I've got a bit of time before work. I've set up my home office, which at the moment is a chair at the end of my bed, so I can put my legs on my bed. Really not inventive at all, but it's as comfortable as I was getting, so that's it for that. Yeah, I will check in with you probably this evening after I finish work to tell you what I've done today. Really, life is not exciting. So it's now 6 p.m. I've finished my working from home for the day. My paper gang box arrived, so I filmed my unboxing for that, and I really wasn't impressed this month, but you will see that video when it goes up. The Hunger Games, I didn't actually get much reading done because I did end up working through most of my lunch. I'm on page 120, so I'm going to sit and read hopefully a good chunk of this tonight. 100 pages I'd be happy with, but maybe a little bit more. And yeah, I have no other plans tonight apart from read this, so we will see what I can do. So it is 5:30 on Tuesday, and I just finished The Hunger Games. I didn't update you last night because it was far too late, but before I went to bed I managed to get nearly 300 pages into this, so today I've had about 150 pages to read, and oh my god, absolutely loved it. The first time I read this, I gave it 3 stars. It's definitely a 5-star read. Like, I don't know, maybe I was just being harsh with this book. Way better than I remembered. I never understood the whole Gale-Peter dilemma. Now I get it. I must have been too young. Either way, 5-star read. And my next read, I've actually decided that I'm going to be buddy reading The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. It's behind my laptop, so I'll grab it. So my next read is actually going to be Follow Me Back by Nikki Cloak, which is my Charms read. So I'm going to get started on this one this evening. So it is 8 a.m. on Wednesday, and I am definitely still mostly asleep right now. But I've had some very demanding manager from work who decided to email me at like 10 o'clock last night, so I'm dealing with that. I don't want to be dealing with that, but I am dealing with that, and whatever. I didn't read any more after Care of Magical Creatures after I read The Hunger Games yesterday. I'm pretty sure I vlogged me finishing that, but now I really have no memory of it. Either way, I finished Hunger Games, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it. And then my next book is going to be Follow Me Back by Nikki Cloak, but I just didn't really have the motivation to pick it up last night. Instead, I edited my first week's vlog, which will be going live today. I guess I just better start working because this guy isn't going to go away. I have had hardly any sleep. I think I fell asleep about 2 a.m. and I went to bed at 11 and got up. My first alarm went off at 6, but I definitely didn't get out of bed till like 8, so I really need to work. So it is 1:30 on, what day are we? Wednesday. I only just figured out it's a bank holiday on Friday, so I've been working extra hours to get off early on Friday when I've got the day off Friday, so I'm an idiot. I've also just dedicated half an hour to Follow Me Back, and I'm on page 59. I'm not hooked. I could easily put this down and never find out what happened. But yeah, and I'm only that far through. But it is on my 20 backlist books to read in 2020. I said I'd unhaul it if I hadn't read it, so I may as well give it a chance. I can try. So yeah, that is all the reading I have done. I've posted my week 1 vlog. I've had some really nice comments already. I'm intensely planning buddy reads for the next couple of months, so that is exciting. And yeah, I'm just trying to make the most of my lunchtime now because I can take my full hour and not work extra hours towards having an early finish on Friday. I'm so angry at myself. But yeah, right, I'm gonna sit on YouTube for a bit, chat to some people on Twitter, and then get back to work. I'm outside of the house. Oh my god, isn't this exciting? It's like 6 o'clock on Wednesday and I've gone for a walk. You may not know this about me, some of you might. I live opposite a cemetery, which is a very peaceful walk, I'm sure you can imagine. Don't normally bump into too many people. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a bit of a walk around. I've got my podcast on. I've been listening to Morbid, which is probably not the best thing to be listening to in a cemetery. It's just a true crime podcast. So yeah, probably not the best to listen to while I walk around all these graves. But you know what? Love it. I'm like 100 episodes in, so I'm gonna carry on to that. Wish I would have brought some sunglasses if I'm quite honest. And yeah, I'll go home eventually. So update, now I've got home. I read quite a bit more of Follow Me Back. I'm on page, I want to say 140, 139. So made some decent progress with this, and I'm hoping to get a lot further tonight, maybe near enough finish it. But I've also got to start reading The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. You'll see my little what's his face? Stitch, yeah. Why was I confused then? Post-its, because me and Brittany are both a bit daunted by the idea of reading this book, so decided that we're going to do 100 pages a day and read them together and hold each other accountable for reading them. So I'm going to do my pages now because her book has arrived, and yeah, try and get 100 pages in. Everyone is raving about this book, and I read the first 20 pages and wasn't a massive fan, so let's do this. So update time. My hair is wild. Jesus, I'm gonna go for a shower in a minute and sort this out. It has just gone 6 o'clock, and today I finished Follow Me Back by Nikki Cloak. It is Thursday, by the way, just to update you. I look quite red. I've been sat in the sun all day. I was working from the garden, which was nice. Yeah, this book, did not like it. 2 stars. My reason being is not a lot happened, and then there were like 5 big reveals that were all on top of each other. So within a couple pages it was like bam, 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 right, let's load up these big reveals to the final big reveal, which then made the final big reveal not that interesting, whereas if it was just that by itself, would have made it like a really big shocker. So I feel like they just tried to do too much with this book, and it didn't really work for me. So 2 stars, and it is in my unhaul pile, which will obviously not be getting dealt with for quite a while now. Wow, I'm very shaky today. So plans for this evening, I've got 100 pages of Evelyn Hardcastle to read for my buddy read with Brittany, and then I've decided I probably won't get that done and anything else, but my next book is going to be my herbology read for More Than We Can Tell by Bridget Kemmerer, because it is the bank holiday weekend now. I've got 4 days, and if I just read a book that I'm not really loving, I'm gonna go crazy. So I'm gonna read More Than We Can Tell as well. Hopefully I should do that this weekend. I'm pretty sure I've nearly finished my prompts to be a spell maker, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this was my charms read. If I hadn't mentioned already, I am rambling, so this is going to be it, and I will update you when some more reading has happened. It is Friday at 11 o'clock, and I've been reading 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I've been sat out in the garden all morning, which has been lovely. But yeah, this book I am not loving. I'm currently on page 172, and I was supposed to be around 200 last night, and I've been reading this all morning. So I've got to get up to my next stitch, which will be how much I should have read yesterday with Brittany, but I didn't because I don't like it. So I'm going to read that. Then I'm going to allow myself to sit back outside, and I have 3 chapters of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the illustrated edition, to read. I can't even hold it with one hand. So I'm going to go read that out in the sun. Then I might pick up More Than We Can Tell by Bridget Kemmerer. That's my next pick. And then by the end of tonight, I need to be like this far in. I don't love it. It's far too wordy for me. I could do with half the page count, and I might enjoy the story, but I am bored. So yeah, we will see. So I've probably got, let me see how many pages I got left before I can go outside again. About 20, so I'm going to quickly read that and then go back outside in the sun, get my sunglasses on, because if you can't go away and tan on bank holiday, you've got to do it in your own garden. So I'm going to try and enjoy it. So I thought I better update you because it is now Saturday at nearly 9 AM. I should probably check the time before I do these updates. And yesterday didn't really go as planned at all. So I did read up to the 200 page-ish mark of the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I did read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm up to date with that. My buddy read with Brittany's daughter. Then I decided to take one for the team, sacrifice myself and go to Tesco to get barbecue supplies and like alcohol, because we decided as the 4 of us we wanted to just have our own little private party in the garden. So we did that yesterday. It was really nice. And yeah, I more just spent time with family rather than reading. So then when we came inside, because it actually did get too cold, we decided to watch the Hunger Games, which was lovely, as I've only just finished reading the book and now I have all of the other films ready in my like eBay basket because I want to watch them with them as soon as I finish the other books. So yeah, we had a fun evening. That does mean I'm still at the 200 page mark of the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, so I've got to read a lot today to catch up. Trying to grab the pages. I've got to read that big chunk there. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and read, I'm gonna aim for about 50 pages now, then get dressed, then I don't know, 50 pages in the garden, not sure. It's really hard to update you when like obviously all the family is at home and people don't think this is cool. So yeah, I'll do 50 pages, see what happens, because again, I'm really not loving this. I'm confused mainly, and I'm hoping that there's all some nice tie-up at the end and I go, oh, why didn't I get that? Either way, I need to make some progress on this today. Also, G has announced another spontaneous 24-hour, like all-nighter readathon starting today at 2. So maybe I'm going to try harder this week and stay up. We will see. I've not really spoken to my boyfriend that much the past couple of days with like different sleep schedules. I'm getting tired really early and yeah, he's been busy. So I'm thinking if I stay up for 24 hours, he's talked to me. That's like the clingy long distance relationship edition. So I will let you guys know. Hello, so thought it was time for a quick update. It is 12:30 on Saturday and I've been reading the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I was supposed to read up to page 313 yesterday. I've just read to page 333, so I've got a little bit more to go. I need to get to page 402 by the end of today. So I'm going to pick this up again later. I know I said that yesterday and then never got back to it, but I'm getting slightly more into it and want to know what's happening, so I will pick this back up, and then when I get to that page I will stop and read my last little chunk tomorrow. So I've actually changed my mind on what I'm going to read next. I'm going to pick up Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. This is my book set at the sea or the coast. Grindy Lows, what prompt was that? So that was Defence Against Dark Arts, so I'm going to pick this one up because it is quite short and I feel like I can read this whole thing today, and I haven't finished a book in a couple of days and I'd quite like to. It always makes me feel like a bit more accomplished. So I don't actually know what this book is about. Georgina Fernway waits with growing impatience for the tingle of magic in her fingers, magic that has touched every woman in her family. Her twin sister Mary already shows an ability to defy gravity, but with their 18th birthday looming at the end of the summer, Georgina fears her gift will never come. I'm not going to read more because there is more on there, but I don't want to spoil it for myself. So I'm going to go and sit back out in the garden. I am getting rather pink. I never burn, so I don't really know what is happening, but I'm getting a bit not really the right colour, so I might sit in the shade for a little bit, have a muffin and a cup of tea because we seem to be doing that, and get reading my next book. I hope that the camera does not pick up the music in the background because I'm fed up of having copyright claims on these things. I'm chilling in the garden. It's about 3 o'clock. We've had an hour of the first sprint and I'm on page 112 of Summer of Salt. I'm on my second glass of wine and I'm going to carry on reading till 4 o'clock to the end of the first sprint, and then maybe go do something more useful with my time. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's very whimsical and nice, and I think I'll definitely get this finished today. So it is basically 4 o'clock, but I've stopped reading. I'm on page 171 of Summer of Salt, so I just have that little bit left, and oh my god, I love it. So I think I'm gonna stay sat in this exact position until I finish it. That's probably, I am reading it quite slow actually, so I've read about 150 pages in 2 hours, which is quite slow for me. But I feel like I could sit here for another hour and just keep reading, because I'm assuming we'll have dinner after that. I'm really enjoying it. It's a good time, and so far I would definitely recommend this to people. So it is nearly 5 o'clock on Saturday, and I have finished Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. So that is my Defence Against the Dark Arts book done. The lighting is very weird. Okay, maybe that's made it better. I'm going to settle on 4 stars for this. I really liked it. I really liked the writing. It was very whimsical. I liked all the witchiness. But I can't say what I didn't like without there being a spoiler. So if you've read this book, I didn't like the extra complication. I would have been happy with just like witches and finding their powers and moving away from home and all those storylines. I didn't need the extra storyline. I'll just say with the court case, and maybe you'll know, because I feel like it could have been addressed in more detail, and just like mentioning it maybe didn't do it justice. But I liked the whimsical witchy stuff, so that gets it 4 stars. I just couldn't give it 5 stars because those parts didn't really sit well with me, but that's just me personally. So that is, yeah, Defence Against the Dark Arts done. I'm going to go for a nice bath. You know when you've been sat in the sun all day and you feel a bit gross. And then I'm going to pick back up the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I've got like 100 more pages to read of that, maybe less. That's 80 pages. So I'm going to read that. And then, yeah, I don't know, assess what I'm going to do with the rest of the night. I think I'm going to have a bit of a Netflix binge because, including this, I only have 4 books left and I finished all of the prompts. So we're only on week 2. So I'm a bit ahead of myself, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying it. So I guess isolation is doing very well for my reading. But yeah, on that note, I will check back in with you later when I've done some more reading. So it is Sunday morning, it is 9 o'clock, and again, I didn't stay awake for the all-nighter. I fell asleep at like 11:30, I woke up at 9, so no substantial reading has been done. 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, I will be happy if I finish this today. I've got a fair amount, but I feel like if I really try, it might happen. And then if all I do today is finish this book, fair enough to me, because I'm not enjoying it. I'm bored, quite frankly. So I'm going to sit and chill now. I'm not going to get there into that just yet and just relax. So I've got a headache. I'm experiencing hay fever for the first time ever. Like, I don't know, I pushed my eyelid and it hurt, and apparently that's hay fever. No idea, but I'm suffering, so I'm going to lie in bed for a bit. So it is 4 p.m. on Sunday, and I've just finished The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I gave it 2 stars. I did not like this book. It was a chore to read it. It's huge, and I didn't love it. So finishing this has made me happy because I can get rid of it from my life. I'm actually excited for our book club chat to see why people love this so much, because it just really wasn't my thing at all. I don't understand why people think this is good. But that being said, that is done. Yay. So I think I'm actually going to wrap the vlog up here. I only have 3 prompts left, and 3 more vlogs, like 3 more weeks. So I'm not going to read any more tonight, I don't think. Or definitely I'm not going to read anything for the OWLs prompts. So just to sum it up while they're next to me, I have my herbology read, More Than We Can Tell by Bridget Kemmerer. I have my divination read, The Pretty One by Lucinda Rosenfeld. And I have my history of magic read, which is City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. So those are the only books I have left for this whole entire readathon. So I think I'm doing quite well. If you have watched this vlog all the way through, then thank you very much for listening to my ramblings. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.